All right, so for today, we're going to be talking about volumes of cones and pyramids. So again, volume is the amount of space a figure encloses. It's measured in cubic units. For volume of cones, we have this formula, 1/3 pi r squared h. And it looks very similar to the cylinder that we did the other day, where the cylinder had pi r squared h in it, but now we have 1/3 times that pi r squared h. And the reason why is because if you kind of look at this cone here, and like if you were to do the height, that cone is actually 1/3 of a cylinder's volume. And you can kind of see that how you can fit like another cylinder. Where's my highlighter? Like one other cylinder would kind of fit over here. Or not cylinder, sorry. One other cone would kind of fit over here. And then another cone would fit over here. So there's 3 cones that could fit in one cylinder. So therefore, one cone is 1/3 of a cylinder's volume. So what we're going to do is just use our formula, 1/3 pi r squared h, to find our volumes of our cones. So for this first one, we got volume equals 1/3 pi. This is my r, this is my h. And remember, for height for our volumes, our height has to be our vertical height. It can't be this over here, which is called the slant height. It has to be the vertical height that makes a 90-degree angle with the base. So if we have 1/3 pi, my r is 5 squared times 13 for my height. Then what we could do is we can just multiply all our numbers together. It said keeps in terms of pi, so I'm going to leave the pi out when I start calculating. So I'm going to grab my calculator, and we're going to do 1/3 times 5 squared, which is just 25, times 13. So we get 108.3. So 108.3 pi centimeters cubed. You could also leave it as a fraction if you wanted to. So if I go back to my Desmos calculator and make this a fraction, 325 over 3 is also valid. Or 325 over 3 pi centimeters cubed for this first one. So either answer would be okay. For the next one, just be careful. They're giving you your diameter here, but I don't want a diameter, I want a radius. So my radius is half of that, so 7. So volume equals 1/3 pi. My radius is 7 squared times my height, which is 18. So we can multiply all those numbers together. So we're going to get 1/3 times 7 squared, which is 49, times our height, which is 18. So we get 294 here. So our volume is 294 pi, and then this would be feet cubed. And then this one down here, calculate the volume of a cone with a height of 30 and a radius of 10. So again, volume equals 1/3 pi. Our radius is 10, and then our height is 30. So let's go ahead and multiply those. So we get 1/3 times 10 squared, which is 100, times 30. So we get 1,000. So we get 1,000 pi centimeters cubed.